Organizations, large and small, are adopting an Agile development approach. What is Agile? Why should you adopt an Agile approach? And how does an enterprise get started? Historically, Agile was defined by the Agile Manifesto, which stated, "We are uncovering better ways of developing software by doing it and helping others do it." Through this work, we have come to value individuals and interactions over processes and tools, working software over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, and responding to change over following a plan. In the next 10 minutes, you will meet IT leaders from a variety of enterprises who have adopted their own Agile approach with very tangible business benefits.
Our teams are in constant communication, sharing ideas about scope, about changes, about the code, about the releases that are coming up. Everybody is always aware of everything that's going on in the room.
Well, first of all, you walk in past some big visible charts. We make everything visible. We have a motto that says, turn the lights on. That's one of our big rules. So everything has to be big and visible. But you immediately, even before you get to the team room, you hear the buzz, and you start to feel the energy in the room. You walk in, there are people pairing, right? And they're doing development in pairs. They're over off in a small meeting, impromptu stand-up meeting, to spike maybe some technology, drive some of the uncertainty out of one aspect or another of the project. You see people walking over to the card wall every once in a while to move a card. That's the whole idea, is when everything's big and visible on the card wall, then when you get work done, you have to move it to the next to the next category, to business verified or QA verified.
The first thing I notice is there's an energy, there's a low-level hum of folks working together and conversing and talking about what's the best way to do this code, or I'm having a problem, can you help me, or I'm not sure that this looks right, product manager, can you come over here and take a look. So there's true collaboration, real time, and that creates this low-level buzz in the team area that is energizing. Another thing we've seen is the ability to change faster to business conditions. So every 2 weeks we have the iteration, open, close, and we decide the next stories we're going to play per each project. And if a business condition changes, we can react to that within 2 weeks and reprioritize the stories we play.
We tend not to be afraid of change requests any longer. Our teams actually welcome them, and our business partners are appreciative of that fact. So we don't have to, like we said, think of everything on the fly. We can react to market changes, to scope changes, funding changes, things of that nature, without having a major impact to the teams. Probably the most dramatic has been in the area of quality. Prior to Agile adoption, we probably found 25–30% of our defects in production. Today, that's about 7 to 8% of our defects are found in production. The vast majority of them are found in unit and integration testing.
If you think about it, there are just certain things that aren't knowable. So Agile allows you to learn, allows you to adapt, and allows you to do that in partnership with your business, where you collectively decide what the right thing to do is. Sometimes there's a certain sense of uncertainty, and I can remember one particular business partner says, okay, well, we'll try this Agile stuff, but we're going to have a project, we're going to review the project plan, we're going to do that every week, we'll have everybody there, and we're going to go through every item because I want to know what's going on. And then after their first show and tell where they saw working software, and they got to, and these were requirements that were signed off 2 weeks ago, and now the stuff is working. Once they saw their first show and tell, they never asked to look at another project plan. They actually knew what was done. It meant more than being 30% done on task B.
Why should Agile development matter to you?
The first and foremost is just the speed. In a traditional environment where the users and the developers aren't at the same table, there's just a lot of time spent back and forth. Developers wondering what was meant, users trying to communicate what they mean, and just a lot of wasted time. Whereas in an Agile environment with everyone at the table, those conversations take place 24/7. It never stops, and so it's great from a communication standpoint, and that really speeds up the development process.
Yeah, I think everybody plays in Agile. So I think, at the heart of it is the technologists and the development team, but really it has to play in harmony with the project management community, has to play in harmony with the requirements engineering community, your test communities, who are all working interactively with the dev community, and it has a big impact to your business partners. So as your business partners get engaged in how the software is unfolding, so concepts like show and tells, retrospectives as we come through the work, your business is at the table with you, seeing the software as it's being created versus seeing the software at the end. With Agile, there really aren't any surprises because we're going to come through multiple iterations of the work. They're going to see the software as it's being developed. They're going to influence it along the way. So when the software is ready to move to production, really they're not surprised. They know it, they have a personal hand in it, and they feel passion around it.
We decided to do Agile because we found, being an e-commerce business, our business changed frequently and very quickly, and running projects in a traditional waterfall method didn't allow us to react to changing business conditions as fast as we would like to.
The benefits from the business perspective were first and foremost a stable application that we could develop and invest in over time instead of a one-off that we might have to redo at some point later down the road. We got something that was saleable in record time, literally 12 weeks. We got a better product, I would say, because of the iterative loops that we did with our end users to make sure that we were capturing as much tweaking in the actual building of the first release rather than get a product out the door and then get all that feedback. And then, of course, there were innumerable intangible benefits in terms of morale and excitement and energy that we benefited from by going Agile. Because we were using live code, real application in front of our end users every week, those tests showed that the users actually reacted negatively to some of that. And so we were able to adapt and evolve the product in real time as we were building it, so that when we got to the end state, the functionality, what the product did, was what we'd always intended, but exactly how it did it, that had changed during the course of development.
How would you get started implementing an Agile development approach? Time to market improvements, rapid response to changing business need, and dramatic total cost of ownership improvements are just a few business benefits of adopting an Agile development approach. Agile is ready for the enterprise. IT leaders are proving so every day.